What's going on, YouTube? So today I want to talk to you guys about life, the new year, kind of my mindset going into 2016. And the reason I want to share this with you guys is because I really feel like what I'm going to share with you is applicable to everyone and to everything. And the mindset that I'm looking to have is, I think it's just really beneficial for everyone to hear it and hopefully apply it in their own lives. Before we get started, I'm going to do a few updates. So in case this takes longer than planned, I'll put whatever time the actual meat of what I want to say starts. First off, I'm wearing this cute little quarter sleeve by Her Leggings, Booty Gains. Who doesn't want booty gains for 2016? I know I do. It's super cute. They're unisex. This is a size small. They recommend most girls get a size extra small because they are unisex, so they're a little bit bigger. But I like mine like this because generally I don't fit in the smaller sizes. So thank you guys. And then secondly, if you guys haven't heard yet, First Form has put on a huge transformation challenge, and my husband Brandon and I have started our own team. It's completely free to join the challenge, completely free to be on our team, which gives you access to our team member only Facebook group. Our team is called Team Gains. Gains stands for Go All In, Never Settle. So if you want to hear more information on that, go to emilyhaydenfitness.com and simply click on Team Gains. The registration and how you get added to the Facebook group and become part of our team, all of that's on there. I will tell you there's going to be a total of like 25 winners over the course of 2016, and it goes in quarters. So it'll be a 30-day, there's two 30-day winners and they get $2,500, and then another two 30-day winners, they get $2,500, and then the best male and best female transformation get $10,000. That series of cash winners is going to happen over the course of 4 times. And not only do you get the cash, but you also get reimbursed for any supplements that you order during that time, and you get a year contract with First Form to be a representative of them. So again, all the details on my website. That's not what this video is about, but I just wanted to let you know about it and let you know we have an awesome Facebook group going. And if you're watching this from the Facebook group, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Your posts make us smile like every day, and we love getting to know you guys better. So thanks for being on our team. So I wrote down some stuff that I want to talk about because we all know that I can ramble. But I first want to talk about just the new year. The new year, I think, is a really great time for self-evaluation, self-reflection, and everyone seems to be motivated to do so when the new year comes. And I think that's great. People are setting goals for themselves. Some of them might be fitness goals, or getting back in the gym, just all sorts of goals. And I think it's like a really good, positive, encouraging thing that everyone's doing. But as we all know, that usually dies down, you know, a few weeks, a few months, maybe halfway through the year later, that same energy and focus and, you know, strive to like be better is kind of like withered away. So how do we keep that going? And something that I've done is, and I think I did this really well last year, was instead of looking at it as, you know, it's the new year, new me, these are my goals, this is what I'm going to do, self-reflection. Instead of doing that on the new year, why not look at every single month as like the new year, you know? So that's what I've done. Every month on the 1st, I kind of reflect. I look back at the previous month, and whether it was a good month or a bad month, and, you know, whatever aspect I'm looking at it, finances, career, you know, relationship, whatever it could be, I self-evaluate, see how I did, see what went great, see what went wrong, see what I could improve on, and then I make goals for the next month. And my goal is to reach those goals by the 30th or the 31st. And then I take that a step further, not just that, but every single week, you know, say it's Sunday or Monday, I reflect on the previous week and I say, how did I do this week? Am I getting to that overall goal at the end of the month? That's going to get me to my year-long goal. Am I getting there? Am I doing things wrong? Am I slacking? Can I improve? And then I take that a step further. Every single day that you wake up, every time that you're sleeping and your eyes open, that's a gift, and you need to see it that way. Because I think the sooner that you see it that way, the less time you might be wasting. And again, it's just that self-reflection thing. Like, how did I do yesterday? Was yesterday a good day? Was yesterday a bad day? Why was it a bad day? You know, was it something that I did? Was there something I could have done better? Is there some way that I can improve today that is going to make today better? Because, you know, it's great to have year-long goals, month-long goals, week-long goals, but the truth is you're not even promised tomorrow. So the best thing that you can possibly do is just do your best for today. So as I was reflecting on 2015, I think I have to officially say that 2015 was the year of IDGAF and IDFWU. If you don't know what that means, go look it up. Go Urban Dictionary it. Which honestly, I think it was a very necessary part of my growth as a human. My growth into Emily and being who I am and getting to where I want to eventually be in the future. I also think that there is a fine line between a little bit too much IDF with you and, you know, IDGAF. I think that was necessary for me to get more out of my shell. I've never been an in my shell type of person. I've always been like a go-getter and whatever, but I think I was holding back. I know I was holding back a huge part of who I was. You know, partially just because of the people I was around, and I was like worried of rejection, or, you know, I don't know, I was holding back a lot of me. And as soon as I adopted that attitude of like, you know what, I don't care what people think about me, I'm gonna be me. I know that like what I want and my passion and everything that's inside of me, it's all good things. And I know that I'm gonna reach my goals and do what I'm supposed to be doing if I just pursue it and believe in myself wholeheartedly, regardless of what other people think. So that's what I did, and like I said, it was the best thing that could have possibly happened to me. But now reflecting on it for 2016, I'm gonna keep that same attitude of, you know, I don't care what other people think, but something that I wanna do for 2016 is not be so quick to either write people off or not be so quick to say IDFWU. I wanna have more patience with people. So part of that is putting yourself on social media and on Instagram and YouTube and all that stuff. It's wonderful because you have so much positive interaction with people, but you're always gonna have those negative people too. And I think I started getting really quick at like, oh, there's so many positive people, screw the negative people, and I would just like delete, block, and just, you know, be done with them. But you know, I start thinking about like what would happen if instead of deleting or blocking them, if I just showed them kindness when they absolutely did not deserve it? Or what if I tried to give them the benefit of the doubt, or, you know, just kind of showed them forgiveness rather than a straight like, well, screw you type thing. And that's what I want to do. I want to be more patient. I want to be more kind to people when they don't deserve it. It's easy to be kind to people who are kind to you. I think it's a lot harder to be kind to people who may not deserve it or are not kind to you. So with 2016, I definitely have a ton of goals like everyone else and a ton of things I've written down, and I'll share that with you guys. But my main goal for 2016 is my mindset, and I'm going to go further into that in just a second. But just a few things that I wrote down here. Obviously, one of the first goals is because they announce it on Friday, but I really want to win the Ravish Sands cover model search. I think that would just be so amazing. It would give me a new platform to reach other people and to help other people. And, you know, not just that, but I obviously love the company, and I think it would just be amazing. And if I did win, then it would be largely because of the support that I have from my YouTube, my Instagram, my friends, my family, and I don't know, it would just be absolutely amazing. So that's on my list. I want to earn my IFBB Pro card. I came runner-up twice last year. This year is not going to happen again if I have anything to do with it. I want my clothing line to take off. You guys know that we have at Nerd Liftswear, and that's mine and Brandon's clothing together. I also have like my own clothing that's kind of separate, but that's it hasn't even been like announced or anything yet. So there it is. So I really want to put really good effort into that and really make that happen. My EHF challenge that Brandon and I do together, we do all the emails and everything together, and it's such an amazing group of people. I want to continue to grow that, and I want to continue to change lives by doing that. We have financial goals. I'm still paying off my student loans, guys. I think a lot of people think that a following, or whether it be like subscribers or Instagram or whatever it is, I think they think that that equates to money, and it absolutely does not. I'm paying off my student loans from my Texas A&M degree. I'm paying off my wedding. Wedding is not cheap at all. 100% worth it though. Best day of my entire life. Next, I want to grow my social media and my YouTube. I want to reach so many more people than I already do. I want to travel. I want to read, educate. Something that is huge on my heart, and I feel like there's probably a reason why I feel so strongly about it, is I want to be fluent in Spanish. I learned Spanish in high school, and I did, I think, 3 years, and my professor was from Colombia, and he barely spoke English, and I feel like I was really, really good at Spanish, and he even said, like, your accent when you're speaking and stuff is really good, and I could understand most of what I heard. I could respond to most of it. Like, I feel like I was on the verge of being there, but since high school, I haven't spoke it at all, and when we went to Cabo for our honeymoon, I think that was kind of like a wake-up call for me, because I was trying to communicate with people that didn't really speak English, and I couldn't, and I was upset by it. So not just that, but that's such a basic language, you guys. Like, people in other countries speak like 9, 10, 12 different languages. I'm only able to reach one group of people if they speak English. I want to be able to reach so many more people, so I'm going to educate myself. I'm going to start with the free, if you don't know, it's iTunes University. They have like free Spanish lessons and stuff. I'm going to look on YouTube for some tutorials, just any way that I can start getting back into that. I want to be a better wife, I want to be a better friend, a mom, and I want to have better balance with all of that. I know for me, it's really hard for me to turn myself off from work. And a lot of that is because we do own our own business. A lot of my work is on my phone, on my computer, on my emails, you know, YouTube, Instagram. And I always want to like quickly respond to people and get back to their comments right away, or get back to their emails right away. And, you know, that sometimes turns into like me never shutting off. And I think that's partly why I like haven't been able to sleep recently either, is because my mind is just always going crazy. And so I want to be able to have a little bit more balance with that and be able to turn that off and really spend good quality time with my husband, or if I'm with friends, with my friends, because life is really short, and I don't ever want to take for granted a second that I have with Brandon or Thor or Conan or any of my beautiful friends or family. So that's just another goal of mine. I need chapstick so bad. So what I'm really focusing on in 2016, besides all of those goals, having goals like that is great, and you should absolutely set goals for yourself. Set realistic, attainable goals. Go for goals that don't seem realistic. You know, go high. If you don't shoot for the stars, you'll never get there. So, you know, go for what you want to go for. But more than that, I really want to focus on my mindset. So I wrote down, I really just want to take life as it comes. I want to love the people around me, help as many people as possible. I want to have a thankful heart always. I want to trust God in the good and in the bad. And I'm going to explain life to you guys using my Secret Santa gift. Shout out Jetta. She got me this bracelet. See if you can see. So it's orange, and then it has a black dot, and then it has a white dot over there. And so I've already been thinking about this and about life and how crazy things are and how things go. And this bracelet explains it so perfectly. It came with this. It says low kai. Can you see? There we go. And then on the inside, it has a description for the black dot and the white dot. So the white dot says, water from Mount Everest. Sometimes you're on top of the world, stay humble. And then the black dot says, mud from the Dead Sea. Sometimes you've hit a low, stay hopeful. That's so incredibly true for me. This past year in 2015, you know, it was largely focused on my competition season and preparation for the wedding and getting married. And I had the best competition season that I've ever had. I, you know, got first place. I got first place in overall. I came right up to my pro card at USA's, and then again at North Americans. And I was like on such a high from that, you guys. I never expect to go into a show and do well. That doesn't mean that I'm a pessimist. I go in there and I want to win, and I strive for that, and I go for that. I do, but I don't expect it. Those are very different. And then I go from that to my wedding, and then the honeymoon, and like being on such a high of life. And I remember the week after getting back from the honeymoon, I was just like, this has been the best year yet. Like, nothing really bad has happened. I can't believe that so many great things have happened over and over and over. You know, and that's kind of like this bracelet. I was right here, you know, during all of like competition season and the wedding and everything. And I was just inching closer and closer and closer. And then, you know, the one thing that could absolutely crush me happened. And it's something that I never thought would have happened. I'm not going to talk about it here. I've already told you guys, and if you don't know, just go back and watch another video. And I hope that sharing my struggles with you guys does not make you sad, and I don't want you to feel sorry for me. That's not why I share those things with you. It's one, just to be open with you, and then two, just to share my experience and how I'm dealing with things. You know, so all year it's going here, and then that hits me. And, you know, it's one thing that, like, definitely absolutely crushed me, and it, you know, it's still hard to deal with. But just like it says, you know, sometimes you've hit a low, stay hopeful. In all of that, in the worst moment, I was able just to sit there and say, God, I trust you. I know that whatever, you know, whatever you're doing right now, why this is happening, I don't know. But I know that you're going to use it for good. God always uses things for good. So I was here, but the reason why I'm able to stay hopeful is because, one, I have God and I know that He's on my side. And then two, because I know that I'm just going to keep pushing, keep fighting, keep going. And eventually I'm going to get to here again, and it's going to be amazing. And I'm able to kind of like look forward to that. So with that said, you know, regardless of what's happening, this is exactly how life goes. You know, you're going, and it hits. Regardless of how you react to it, whether it's good or bad, life is still going to go like this. So why freak out? Why have anxiety? Why have worry? Why, you know, act out or do, you know, make bad decisions because of it? Because regardless of how you handle it, life is still going to go like this, in this little circle. So I don't know, I feel like that's really silly, but I just feel like that so perfectly describes life. So going into 2016, I have all these goals, aspirations, desires, dreams, and I'm going to achieve them. I know I am, and I'm not going to stop working as hard as I possibly can to get to them. But I'm going into it with a mindset of, if something awesome happens, oh man, I'm just gonna like live in the moment, be so incredibly thankful and happy, and just soak it all up. And when something bad happens, I am going to choose to have a thankful heart and choose to, not that I'm going to be happy in those moments, but I'm going to choose to have hope and to keep trusting and knowing that it's being used for good and something good is going to come out of it. And that I'm strong enough, because if I wasn't strong enough to handle it, it wouldn't have been thrown my way. So I just want to use that to encourage you guys that set goals for this year, go after them, you know, but don't be surprised when something happens. I don't know why we're always surprised when something bad happens. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. Not that you should expect it in a pessimistic view, but that's just how life goes, and you just need to know that. So when it comes, just take a deep breath and say, okay, I'm just going to do the best that I can right now, and I know that this too shall pass. So this is a really long video. I hope that I wasn't ranting too much. I just felt the need to share that with you guys. I've been wanting to film this for a very long time now. I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye. I hope you're all having a great day, and if you enjoyed this video or enjoyed like the sit down talk, let me know. Give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe already. I'm coming up on a year of being on my YouTube channel, so that's kind of exciting. I think I finally have a camera now. Eventually I will have a computer that edits well, and I'll be able to do better that way. But we're growing slow and steady, so thank you all so much that have supported me all throughout 2015. I look forward to 2016 with you guys, and I hope you all have a fabulous day. I'll see you in the next video.